So, you guys are probably thinking, what in the world is this channel, right? I don't know, we just want to give you guys a fresh look of some kind of unique and some tingling sense that passes into your veins and think that, oh, they are just here for fun. Well, now you know, enjoy and have fun. We will do more and we need this to work, so hit that like and subscribe for more of this kind of intro, okay? Okay. Love and Other Drugs is a movie where Jake Gyllenhaal plays the role of Jamie Randall, a salesman who enthusiastically sells things like love, Zoloft, Viagra, and other products. He is very likable and wants to move from Ohio to the larger Chicago market. He is willing to flirt with the receptionists in doctors' offices to achieve his goal, even though it is not an easy task. The movie happens in the 1990s when Viagra was becoming popular, and Jamie is benefiting from his job at Pfizer. He sneaks into hospitals, makes friends with doctors, sells drugs and disrupts the hard work of his competitor Trey Hannigan, who is selling more Prozac than Zoloft. The salesmen don't care if these products, or any of their products, work well or not. They have things for sale. James is encouraged by his boss Bruce Winston, Oliver Platt. And it looks like he might succeed in going to Chicago when something unexpected happens and changes his plans. He is friends with Dr. Stan Knight, played by Hank Azaria, introduces himself as an intern and lets him watch as he touches the chest of his patient Maggie Murdoch, played by Anne Hathaway. In simple terms, doctors are not supposed to do that. Maggie finds out that there is deception happening. She gets into a disagreement with Jamie about it, and they both become very intense. They end up taking off each other's clothes and getting on a bed. All in a mix of bed sheets and sounds of pleasure. Maggie and Jamie realize that they have strong feelings for each other. She has a message for him that she wants to share. She has just been diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. This adds a surprising element to a comedy that seemed silly. Hathaway's performance brings a lot of care and seriousness to her role in the film. This makes the film less funny and more like a love story, and it becomes unpredictable from that point on. The strong emotional conflict becomes stronger because Jamie's brother, Josh, who feels like he doesn't belong in this movie, is also present. Josh struggles with behaving appropriately and has not made any changes in his wardrobe since high school. Despite having a successful career and making lots of money in the financial markets, he faces many problems in his personal life. Even though he has enough money to buy a hotel, he doesn't know how or is too afraid to stay in one. Instead, he seems determined to stay on the couch in Jamie's tiny apartment for the rest of his life. That would be allowed in a different type of movie. In this story, things get very serious between the two lovers. They start talking about how their love will survive the challenges they will face in the future. The movie takes Parkinson's disease seriously and treats it with respect. It doesn't make fun of the disease. But as the story of Maggie and Jamie becomes more important, the screenplay's need to include updates on the pharmaceutical wars becomes more distracting. We don't really care about Bruce and Trey anymore. The most powerful scene in the movie happens at a gathering of individuals with Parkinson's disease and their family and friends. The husband of someone who got sick explains to Jamie in a clear and realistic way what might happen as the disease progresses and how it could impact his wife. After this part of the movie, something important is revealed that makes everything else seem unimportant. The person in charge of the movie is Edward Zwick, who is a very talented filmmaker. He is basically working on a screenplay with Charles Randolph, Marshall Herskovitz, and himself that is not successful. Considering that problem, you need to realize that he is a skilled movie maker even when the weather is not ideal. He does a good job directing Anne Hathaway, who gives a likable and affectionate performance. Gyllenhaal's character changes from being funny to becoming more serious. The part where the husband of the person with Parkinson's disease is shown has a simple yet impressive feel to it. As someone who enjoys making movies, Zwick emphasizes the importance of that scene. Even though it may not fit well in his movie, that means something. So to put it simply, we know no one is in her now as they all saw the clips they just want to see, and with this, we can just continue to give you guys another review without context. Enjoy. The love is consistent and made with great enthusiasm. The drugs are blue and have a diamond shape. This movie may be a romantic comedy, but it's not for people who enjoy romances with sassy gay best friends and scenes of trying on clothes in a changing room. Love and Other Drugs is a romantic comedy for adults that is different from typical ones. It shows that the main characters don't just have gentle and romantic love scenes in dim lighting while listening to soft songs, they have sex. Doing something over and over again and with enthusiasm. No sheets in the shape of the letter L. There is no smooth transition to a view of the moonlit sky. Honestly, things are a bit hectic until later in Act 2. But it's effective. It's true and very easy to believe that Jamie, a drug salesman who wants to make a lot of money and have fun, and Maggie, a sarcastic waitress with early-onset Parkinson's disease, are two good-looking people who might start a relationship by sleeping together, unexpectedly fall in love, but maybe break up before the movie ends. The situation where she is sick and he is mean is very much like the movie Dying Young, but it doesn't make being sick look glamorous. It's more about two people who are trying to ignore their physical or emotional disabilities and finding it fascinating. Gyllenhaal and Hathaway have amazing chemistry and work really well together. He is very arrogant, but he can still make it work because he has charm. She is becoming the most talented actress in commercials right now and can charm audiences in almost any role. It's surprising that Ed Zwick directed the film, especially because the scenery is not impressive and there are no exaggerated accents. Zwick is now a director of big movies, but this one is about really understanding a close relationship. It focuses on the small details of a relationship as it develops, like the moments when you realize you're in love or when you don't feel like putting in effort, and also the things you want to keep private. It has a strong desire to achieve something. This text is about a book by Jamie Reedy that talks about Viagra becoming popular. It also tells a love story. Jamie starts selling the drug and realizes all his dreams come true by accident. That's a funny side story, but it doesn't go anywhere. The story wants to achieve big things. But there is not enough time to do it all. The movie struggles towards the end. After trying so hard to be different, it ends up being predictable and boring, ending with a perfectly packaged ending that was much more intriguing when it was messy.
So make sure you're always up to it every time we post new semi-erotic movies for you to enjoy. Don't forget our channel named Movie Technocrats and share it to your friends and watch the funny scenes together and make some memories with each other. Till next time, Technocrats. See you.